Okay. Okay.
Welcome back. Data shows that almost 40% Indonesians prefer to buy counterfeit software to the original one. The situation now has put Indonesia in the second rank of malware virus infection in the world after Pakistan. Here's more.
Despite its high risk, buying counterfeit and pirated software were considered normal practice for most Indonesians, whether it's for business, education, or individual purposes. The Indonesian Anti-Counterfeit Community, or MIAP, announced that 33.5% of software sold in Indonesia are counterfeit software, and that 37% Indonesians have continued to buy counterfeit software as well.
Maybe price is one of the issues, but I think price is not very relevant if we consider the use, the legality, and also the benefit that we can obtain if we use an original software. Yeah.
Similar with the MIAP research, Microsoft Malware Infection Index 2016 also shows that the level of counterfeiting personal computer in Indonesia is still very high. Pakistan was put as number 1 in the list as the country with the highest malware virus exposure in Asia Pacific.
Piracy may be one of source about security, but it's not the only one. People, process may have also a factor for security concern, but with at least a genuine software, with the right antivirus and maybe right genuine firewall system, the risk for security may be lower and come to maybe zero.
The dangerous malware virus in counterfeit software can destroy and steal important files, such as personal banking identity. Even ransomware virus can block users' access to their personal computers, and it will only recover once the user pay online ransom to the cyber criminal. Several legal interventions have been conducted by Indonesian government. Microsoft and International Data Corporation mentions that individual consumer spends about $25 billion to identify and make sure the personal computer is completely free from malware. Wela Sherlita, MNC World News, Jakarta.
October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and to talk more about this issue, we have now in the studio Mr. Sudimin Mina, the Software Asset Management and Compliance Director of Microsoft Indonesia. Welcome to our show.
Thank you, Ms. Helen.
So, can you tell us how bad is the problem or the issue of counterfeit software in Indonesia?
Okay, the situation actually is getting bad because it's now combined with the cybercrime. Used to be just a software, but today it's now become a digital risk as well. So I think it's an obligation for every party, including government, to see this as a very serious problem.
What are the risks that we face if we use counterfeit software?
Okay, for the counterfeit software, we have done research. At least 80% or more, it contain malware. And the risk can be from a fun and joke until maybe sex harassment and maybe monetary crime as well. So it's very, very seriously.
So why do you think the counterfeit software, the use of counterfeit software in Indonesia is still high? Is it because of the unawareness or the price or other factors?
I think the first factor is maybe come from price, yeah. But also I think it's because of the ignorance and maybe knowledge. Like for example, sometimes I really sad to see school or maybe student still using pirate software. Or actually they can come to Microsoft and have a joint program with the school, and they can get the software by free actually. And then maybe IT pro who do a startup business, they can have a program with us called Bespark. They can use the software free for certain years. Developer also can have some program, we call it DreamSpark. And there are many free software, but also actually the trend is actually like a subscription. People actually need to know this information, so instead of the pirate, they can just use the more cheaper way and secure and maybe have more productive.
So other than those options, actually, maybe end users still have other options like open
Yes.
source software.
Yes.
So what do you think about it?
I think open source, freeware, or commercial source software actually is a choice for everyone. Every software is actually equal important as long as you know how to use it. Sometimes people think commercial software is expensive, but after they know the value, they realize that actually it's not about the price. They should know how to maximize the value for more productive, more efficient, more gain market share, etc. And that's, I think, more important than just price.
So why do you think like the counterfeit software in Indonesia is still rampant? Is it because of the regulation?
Okay, regulation actually is okay because we have a very good regulation already, but I think more on the execution, on the legal enforcement. I think on this aspect, government Indonesia not see this as a top priority. Yeah, maybe it's not their top strategy, but I think sooner or later, because of this cybercrime, this become more important for everyone, including government of Indonesia.
So we know like some places in Indonesia are widely known as the hub for counterfeit software like Harko, Glodok, and so what can be done to tackle this problem?
Let me tell you that the situation getting better actually today, compared say to 3, 4, 5 years back. Today is getting better. The place that you just mentioned, actually they are now more aware, and the landlord, the mall owner, also understand there is a new law about landlord liability. They need to make sure all the seller only sell genuine one. And yes, it's not perfect, but with consistently education and joint program with association like MIAP, maybe Upcomindo, I think the situation must be better and better in the future.
So how about the random check at airports if we carry like laptop? Do you think it works to prevent counterfeit software?
Yeah, we noticed the program is very effective. People understand that bring laptop with illegal, go to some country may have some legal aspect. So not just to pretend to have them on malware stuff, but also to make them use the technology more wisely and productive actually.
Some people who use laptops or carry the laptop, sometimes they just don't know that.
Yeah.
They use like the fake software inside the laptop. So for these people, like what can be done? Like what should they do if they want to like have a checkup for their laptop?
Very good question. Actually, we just launched a website called cariyangori.com, www.cariyangori.com. So people, whoever you are, you can go to the website, understand what is genuine value, what is the risk of using counterfeit, how to have and get access to the genuine software, and some games, some prices as well. So it's very fun actually. Come and visit the website.
So other than launching this website, what are the approach that you take in handling the counterfeit software?
We more prefer education approach. Yeah, we work together with association like MIAP, Dirjen Haki, and other associations to go to the place like Jakarta and also Jakarta to tell the genuine software and also the value of using the genuine software. And hopefully by understanding the value, people slow, maybe even faster to use and maximize the value.
So like a fake software are very easy to find like online.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you can do to to curb the distribution of the fake software?
We noticed some marketplace, we call it marketplace, having this kind of illegal or maybe counterfeit product. We noticed that, and we have many time meeting with the owner, and we have some joint program, not only to help user to understand the product, and also we have some joint advertising and joint promotion as well.
Yes, in the early of our interview, you mentioned about the risk of using this fake software that we are like prone to be the victim of cybercrime. Can you elaborate more on that? For me, like for example, I have like fake software on my computer, and then I do some online shopping. So what risk I am exposed to?
Okay, so first I think let me ask you to go to the website called www.akamai.com. Last 6 months, I noticed in the website said that Indonesia, in terms of the victim of this cybercrime and malware, we are number 3. Okay, but in terms of spreading the malware and virus, Indonesia ranked number 2. Why? Because of the maybe knowledge and also ignorance. Like for example, some people may have some smartphone, they want some application, they go to the marketplace and they just download and install. There are some process actually in the simple word said that, hey, I'm the owner of the program, you want to use it by free, fine, but can I just see your SMS, your contact, and your friend, etc.? Sometimes people don't care and just say yes because of the application. They want the application, just yes. But after that, they don't know. Not only their information, but their friend become commodity. So some people.
So our data.
Some people can see who you are, what's your preference, who is your friend, yesterday, where you go, etc. So it's become a new currency. We call it a new currency.
Wow, very
Very
dangerous.
dangerous.
So thank you so much for coming to our show.
Thank you.